Hey everyone, welcome back to Power Within, your space for growth, resilience, and reclaiming your personal power. If you've ever felt like your past is a shadow constantly lurking, like you're caught in a loop reliving moments that truly broke you, then please, know this message is specifically for you. We all carry emotional scars. It's a part of the human experience. But here's the profound truth. Your trauma doesn't define who you are. It powerfully reveals what you've courageously overcome. Today, I'm going to walk you through a journey of understanding. Understanding what causes trauma, why it holds such a profound grip over us, and most importantly, how we can begin the gentle yet powerful process of finally letting it go one compassionate step at a time. So, take a deep breath with me and let's dive in. First off, let's talk about what actually causes trauma. It's a common misconception that trauma is only about a single dramatic event. The truth is, trauma isn't solely about what happened externally. It's profoundly about how that experience changed you internally, at a deep, fundamental level. Trauma can stem from an incredibly wide range of experiences, far beyond what many people initially imagine. Think about being neglected as a child, where your basic needs for love and security weren't met consistently, or the gut-wrenching pain of losing someone you loved deeply, especially if it was sudden or unexpected. The shattering blow of betrayal from someone you implicitly trusted can leave deep, lasting wounds. Abuse, in any form, emotional, physical, or verbal, can fundamentally alter your sense of self-worth and safety. But it's not always these overt events. Sometimes trauma can build up subtly over years, like the cumulative effect of feeling unseen, unheard, or perpetually invalidated. These moments, regardless of their origin, create what we call emotional shock. Your entire being, your body and mind, go into an immediate survival mode. Your primal brain screams, "I'm not safe." And the incredibly challenging part is that even long after the event itself has passed, that deeply ingrained belief, that feeling of unsafety, tends to linger. This is why you might find yourself overthinking every single interaction, shutting down emotionally when things get tough, or struggling immensely to trust people, even those who genuinely care about you. It's crucial to understand. This isn't because you are weak or flawed. It's because your incredible body and brilliant mind are still doing what they were designed to do, protecting you from a perceived threat that, in your current reality, is no longer there. Your past self is still trying to keep your present self safe. Now, let's explore perhaps the most perplexing aspect. Why do we hold on to trauma? It feels counterintuitive, doesn't it? Who wants to hold on to pain? We certainly don't cling to pain because we enjoy it, or because we consciously want to suffer. The deeper, more complex reason is that our minds, in their quest to keep us safe, sometimes associate holding on to these painful memories with a form of safety. Your brain, in its protective mechanism, whispers, "If I constantly remember this, if I replay every detail, every emotion, then I won't get hurt in the same way again." So, you find yourself replaying it over and over, sometimes consciously, often unconsciously, believing that this mental rehearsal will somehow protect you from future harm. But what it truly does, ironically, is keep you perpetually trapped in that very survival mode. It prevents you from fully engaging with your present, never truly allowing you to live your life to its fullest potential. You begin to identify with your pain, allowing it to become a core part of your identity, rather than identifying with your immense potential for joy, connection, and peace. This is precisely why the idea of letting go feels so incredibly difficult, even terrifying. Because a part of you, a deeply ingrained part, genuinely believes that if you release that pain, if you stop dwelling on those past events, you'll somehow lose control or become vulnerable again. But here's the empowering truth. You're not losing control. In fact, by choosing to confront and release this pain, you are actively reclaiming it. You are taking back the reins of your own emotional landscape. So why does letting go really matter so much? Holding on to trauma, my friends, is truly like holding on to a piece of burning coal. It keeps hurting you, generating pain and heat, long, long after the original fire has been extinguished. When you refuse to let go, when you cling tightly to those past wounds, the past inevitably starts bleeding into your present. It can manifest in so many ways. You might unconsciously push away the very people who love you most, fearing rejection or repeating old patterns. You might start seeing danger or threats everywhere, even in situations that are perfectly safe. You might find yourself chasing after peace, desperately seeking calm, but never quite grasping it, because your soul, your spirit, is carrying an unbearable weight from yesterday. Letting go doesn't mean you magically forget what happened. It's not about erasing your past. It means you make a powerful, conscious choice to stop letting those past events control your present emotions, dictate your current choices, and steal your inner peace. It's about looking at those painful memories and saying, with newfound strength and conviction, yes, this absolutely happened to me. It was real and it was hard, but it no longer defines who I am right now, in this moment, or who I will become. It's a declaration of independence for your soul. Now, for the most crucial part, how do we actually begin this healing journey? It's not a single event, but a series of courageous steps. Step 1. Acknowledge it. This is foundational. You absolutely cannot heal what you deny or push away. Be radically honest with yourself, even if it's uncomfortable. Write down what hurt you, detail how it shaped you, how it changed your perceptions. And if you need to, say it out loud. I was hurt, deeply hurt, but I am still here. I am still standing. That acknowledgement is the first spark of healing. Step 2. Release it. Find healthy outlets for the immense emotional energy trapped within you. Cry until there are no more tears, if that's what your body needs. Scream into a pillow or out in a wide open space. Pray, meditate, write in a journal until your hand cramps. Engage in creative expression. Paint, dance, sing. Whatever helps you safely and constructively, let it out. Please don't bottle it up. Pain that isn't expressed, that isn't processed, tends to transmute into other difficult emotions like simmering anger, paralyzing fear, or pervasive anxiety. Let it flow, let it move through you. Step 3. Rebuild who you are. This is an exciting part. Once you've acknowledged and started releasing, it is time to ask yourself a profound question. Who am I beyond what happened to me? Begin the joyful process of rediscovering your passions, your core values, what genuinely brings you joy and peace today. Healing is not about trying to return to who you were before the trauma, because that person no longer exists. Instead, it's about becoming who you were always meant to be, a stronger, wiser, more resilient version of yourself, forged in the fires of experience. And step 4, seek support. You don't have to walk this path alone. There is immense power and validation in shared experience, whether it's seeking professional therapy, joining a support group where others understand, or simply talking openly and honestly with a trusted friend or family member. Reaching out is a sign of immense strength, not weakness. There is absolutely no shame in needing help. In fact, that's precisely how true, lasting strength grows and flourishes. Remember, healing is a lifelong journey, not a singular destination you arrive at and then forget about. It's a continuous process of self-compassion and growth. Every single day, commit to taking one small, intentional step toward your inner peace. Start your mornings with a moment of calm. Breathe deeply, reflect on your intentions, and say affirmations like, I am safe, I am free, I am healing. And when those old memories inevitably surface, as they sometimes will, don't run from them. Acknowledge their presence, but then gently remind yourself, I am not that person anymore. That was a moment in time, a chapter, not my entire life story. You have evolved. If this message resonated with you today, if even one part of it sparked a realization or offered a glimmer of hope, please know this profound truth. Your trauma may have shaped parts of your journey, but it will never, ever define who you are at your core. You are the author of your next chapter, and peace, deep and lasting peace, is patiently waiting for you to pick up the pen and write your story anew. If you found value in this message, please consider subscribing to Power Within, hitting that like button, and sharing it with someone who truly needs to hear this today. Let's spread this message of hope and healing. Remember, healing begins with awareness. but it truly continues with love, both for yourself and for others. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.